What's going on, guys? This is Mr. DeLORIAN here. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today what I want to do is talk about Chucky Season 2 and my predictions and theories for that season. Now, as of right now, I don't think we have a confirmation on whether if we will be getting a Chucky Season 2, but I do feel they would do a Season 2 considering that, like, you know, it's a very popular series right now and everything, and there's some decent characters, and obviously people do want to see more Chucky. Now, before we do get into my theories and predictions on Season 2, I do want to say this is probably the first TV show or series or, like, you know, even piece of media where I'm genuinely stumped on where they can go next. Like, what is next for Chucky? Mainly because a lot of people are theorizing that Jake will be killing someone in, like, you know, season 1 eventually. And obviously, if he kills someone, every single character on the show is just gonna be like, yeah, Jake's a freak, he killed someone or anything, let's stay away from him. And it's gonna make you think, well, if Jake is gone, the main character of the show, where's the series gonna go next? Because Jake is being built up right now as just, like, you know, the main character and everything that, like, you know, the show clearly wants everyone to focus on. So if he kills and everyone kind of just disbands for him, it's kind of like, you know, well, where do we go from there and everything? Like, you know, obviously season 2 could just have a different person, like, you know, that we follow, but that would just be dumb as shit in my opinion. And also season 1 seems to be, like, you know, later on the season seems to be reintroducing Andy, Barkley, Kyle, and Tiffany. And I think that one woman from Cult of Chucky, which, like I said, I haven't seen that film in a really long time. You know, besides, like, you know, right after Bride, Chucky is where, like, I've seen every film multiple times, but after Bride is kind of where I was just like, yeah, I don't really think this is great, and, like, you know, compared to the first 4 films, but it is really cool to see all those characters returning and everything after, like, you know, a pretty, like, you know, long hiatus, especially from, like, you know, the last we did see them in Cult of Chucky, especially Andy, and I'm very interested to see, like, you know, Kyle and Andy finally back together again and everything after, like, you know, I think their hiatus from, like, you know, seeing each other in Child's Play 2, which, if you don't know, is, like, literally my favorite out of, like, every single Child's Play, like, you know, movie or Chucky movie, which is Child's Play 2. But I'm very excited to see all those people return, and their return might negatively affect the theory that I have going into season 2, or it might benefit it. So my prediction for Chucky season 2 is basically in season 1, Junior's, like, you know, parents or Jake's uncle and, like, you know, aunt and everything will die eventually. Now, obviously, like, you know, Junior's mother is on the chopping block 110% because obviously, like, you know, Chucky didn't mention her having a secret, and she did seem very secretive in just episode 1, or I think she's been kind of a bit of a not so great person. So I do feel she'll be on the chopping block and everything, and Jake's, like, you know, uncle or Junior's father does seem like a really cool person or anything, but I do feel he'll eventually die too, and he pretty much has to for this theory and prediction to work for season 2. So I'm not sure if many of you guys have seen Child's Play 2, and if you haven't, I highly recommend you go watch it, like, right fucking now. I promise you will not regret it. But in Child's Play 2, basically at the end of that film, or, like, you know, more so in the time span between the end of Child's Play 1 and Child's Play 2, Andy was taken away from his mother and everything, and basically, like, you know, his mother was sent away to a mental institution or anything because she, like, you know, she believed in Andy by saying, like, oh, you know, the doll's alive. So I do honestly feel if Junior's parents die and everything in season 2, maybe, just maybe, Jake and Junior will be sent off to an orphanage because obviously they're only in middle school. They literally cannot live by themselves. So I do feel Junior's parents will die. Jake and Junior will be sent off to an orphanage, like, you know, or, like, you know, a child center, kind of like, you know, Andy was in Child's Play 2. And maybe that's how, like, you know, how the new season will play it off, as kind of like, you know, these two boys are on their own and everything, and now they have to actually work together because they have no parents and they have, like, you know, no power now since they're now, like, you know, just in the system. Now, another theory that I kind of have, and now this might be, like, you know, getting negatively affected by some aspects, is obviously Junior and, like, you know, Junior's parents will die, but Andy will end up adopting or taking in Jake and Junior, which is, like, you know, a very interesting concept, and would be really cool to see, like, you know, them work together against Chucky and Tiffany and, like, you know, the other girl from Cult of Chucky, and that would just all around be really, really cool. But the only thing that negatively affects or impacts that theory or prediction is the fact that it seems Junior, based on the season 1 trailer for, like, you know, Chucky, is that Junior or Jake will be taking on the ranks of being maybe a killer or maybe trying to join Chucky, but yet again, at the end of the day, they might just, like, you know, turn it down and say, I can't do this, which yet again, I can't can't see Jake or Junior killing anybody, since obviously Jake, like I said, is the main character. He has to continue. If he kills anyone, everyone's gonna see him as a fucking freak. And Junior, he's kind of a bit of a straight edge, but I guess he's kind of lost a lot in everything, so I'm pretty sure maybe he'll want to, but I guess I can't see any of them actually killing. So it would be really cool to see Andy and Kyle basically, like, adopt them, or kind of like, take them in, kind of like, Andy was taken in by Kyle's family in Child's Play 2, or more so Kyle's, like, adopted family and everything, and all of that's very complicated shit, but it does make a lot of sense. And it's something I would really like to see is either, like, them completely thrown into a different setting and everything, basically have, like, Junior's parents gone and them thrown into a completely different setting all alone and having to work together, either in an orphanage, a child center, or yet again maybe being even like adopted or taken in by Kyle and, like, Andy. But to be perfectly honest, that's my only prediction for Chucky season 2 and everything, or theories on what could happen for Chucky, like, season 2. And obviously a lot could happen in season 1 when, like, Tiffany, Andy, Kyle, and all those other people are reintroduced back into season, like, 1. Like, a lot can happen in that span of time. Maybe Andy could die, maybe Kyle could die, maybe Tiffany could die, maybe that one from Kirsten Cult of Chucky could die. There's just a lot that could happen in the span of that time, like, that time to season 2. But I would like to see Junior, like, Jake's parents die and everything, and then, like I said, like, everything I basically said in the video already. But that's basically my predictions and theories and everything for Chucky season 2 and what could happen for season 2. Like I said, this is probably the most stumped I've ever been on a series or piece of media or TV show on where they can go for, like, a season 2 or for future in the series. Make sure to leave your thoughts, theories, and predictions down below what you guys think could be happening for a Chucky season 2, or what might happen for a Chucky season 2. Do you agree or disagree with a lot of the points I did bring up? Do you want to see Junior's parents die and then get sent off to an orphanage, or maybe adopted into, like, with Andy, or taken in by Andy and Kyle? And just in general, what are your thoughts on what's going to happen for the rest of Chucky season 1, and what do you guys think is going to happen in season 2? Because as I'm seeing from a lot of the trailers and everything and all of that, I'm pretty sure this season still has a lot to be done. So yeah, that was all for today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more on the latest and everything with Chucky and, like, the series, and maybe even a Child's Play review soon. And yeah, that has been all from me and everything. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. See you guys later, my amigos, and peace out.